This is the smallest camera I own, and honestly, it might be the one I'm going to use the most. It's not just for snowboarding or cliff diving, it's for all those moments in between and capturing everyday life. Cameras like these are normally marketed to people doing crazy action sports and taking it to crazy exotic places, but that's not how I'm going to be using it, even if I wish it was. I'm going to use this more in my daily life, and I wanted to see if this was actually a valuable camera for someone to pick up and use as a potential beat cam or something to just throw in their camera bag or document moments in their daily life. So let's take a look how this camera truly stacks up. Before I show you guys what we can actually do with this camera, I thought I'd show you what actually comes with it in the box. So obviously the camera module, the screen module where it connects with the camera, and then it also comes with 3 types of mounts. So these are all magnetic quick release mounts. So this is the suction cup mount, so you can suction that to any surface and it'll stick there pretty well. I haven't had any issues with that. And then we also have the hat mount, so you can actually slide this on to your hat like this. So you can clip this and get some point of view shots. But also with that comes the pendant mount, so you can put this under your shirt, I would recommend. And then you can attach the camera there. And I like to pair this with the hat mount because then you get some flex there. So you can get these point of view shots. And this is kind of amazing that this comes with a $300 action camera, because I've owned several GoPros. I own the DJI Action 4, Action 2, and none of those have ever come with mounts. And that's always additional purchases, and you try to save some money there and get some cheaper mounts. These are all DJI official mounts, and I haven't had any issues with these. The magnets are super strong, and these are probably better mounts than I've ever bought for any other action camera. So right out of the box, you're ready to shoot and use these mounts to get some creative shots as soon as you get the camera. You're not waiting to get those extra things on top of that. But let's actually look at some footage with the camera and take it out and some real life examples with it. Okay, I was walking through Walmart today and I saw this in the clearance section, so I had to get it for the video. And if my wife asks, it's for the video. Let's talk about some of the features that I like the most about the Osmo Nano. And number one being the detachable screen, where you can monitor and change the camera settings while this is mounted in other places. A lot of my other action cameras don't have that functionality, so you set it up somewhere, and to monitor what it's doing or change the settings, you have to connect with your phone. And anyone who's used any type of action camera in general knows how annoying those phone apps are. So I really appreciate the detachable screen. I think obviously number two on that is the price. $300 I think is super reasonable for this if you can get a hold of it in the United States. but it coming with the mounts and it being able to record 10-bit color is an amazing feature in this. That's why I got the Action 4, mainly because it had 10-bit DJI D-Log, so I can actually grade that footage and match it closely to other cameras if I need to. And then for me, as far as small little cameras like this, what's important to me outside of the color is the convenience factor and the size. So how small it actually is. And this is so much smaller than the Action 4 that I had and things like that. But when you connect the screen, it is a bigger piece. But a lot of the times when I'm mounting it, like I took this into a football game and had this just strapped on my chest, and I don't even think a single person noticed that I had it on a black shirt, because even though it had the light on, it's just so small, and it's just a cool way to capture the environment and get some shots of us going into the stadium for the game. So the size of this is really small. You can mount it in a million places, and it's so inconspicuous, and the footage from it is insane. I might not do it the best justice on the footage side. You can watch a lot of other YouTubers if you want to see what it's really capable of. I have a hard time using action camera footage in my videos because I'm used to the footage that you're seeing right now. So the fact that I'm actually willing to cut those in there says a lot about this camera. One of the things I want to talk about with this camera is just how good it is at capturing daily life. So when I started this YouTube channel, what it really was about was capturing things happening in my life. And then it grew into my other interests like photography and these little cameras and things like that. But I think the essence of what everyone wants to look back on if they're capturing moments with cameras like these is moments in their life, because that's what really matters most. Obviously, I'm probably not going to watch a review of this camera 10 years from now after I made this video, but the clips I have of my dog or my wife or my nieces that I capture with this, those are moments I'm going to hold on to. So having a really small camera that, as someone who owns other cameras, wants really good quality out of, I can't overstate how good this is at that. So if you're looking for something just to document your life or POV views of things you're actually doing, capturing memories, I think that this camera probably is unmatched right now. I don't want to just continually sing this thing's praises. There's a few downsides as well, so I want to be honest with you guys. I've seen other reviews where people have had issues with the screen freezing up or having issues connecting with the app. I have not had any of those issues. The battery really hasn't been a concern for me, but some things that stuck out is it's difficult to get in the US. I ordered this the day it became available, within a few hours, because I knew it was coming out. But now there's quite a bit of wait time. And you probably noticed that I have a different lens on the front of this. I put my DJI Action 4 lens on here because the thread sizes are the same, but mostly so I could put ND filters on the front to make it a little less digital and get a shutter speed closer to a 180 rule. So it makes it a little bigger, but it is a solution. Obviously, if you don't have an Action 4, you're gonna have to order something off. I've seen them on eBay, screw-in lenses for ND filters, but for most situations and most people, you might not need that. And then I obviously know this, along with my other action cameras, I basically never use if it's low light situations. If it's overcast and things like that, it's fine to use, but anything worse than overcast, honestly, indoors stuff, I don't really love shooting with these. I know people do, and you can get footage with it. I think the benefit from this is if you're doing inside shots, it's unique angles and things like that. But overall, these cameras for me aren't really usable in those situations, but a lot of my filming I do outside or in a studio lit spot like this, where these cameras can really look good as well. it's by no means a perfect camera or something that I think is going to disrupt the action camera market for years to come, but I think it is the best value right now, and honestly an action camera that I feel like I'm going to use way more than I have any other action camera. And I've only had this thing for about a week and a half, so that says a lot to me that I normally can get that buyer's remorse pretty quick, but for this I have not had that, if it gives you any peace of mind. The last part of this video, I want to talk about who this camera is for. Obviously, if you're into action sports, if you're biking, snowboarding, you know, dirt biking, skateboarding, anything like that, this camera would honestly be amazing. And at the price point it's at, you can get older GoPro models and things like that for it, but I think this footage is going to be a lot better even in auto mode for a lot of that stuff. And it's so small that you just wearing it on your chest mount or your hat mount gives you options right away to get clips that you want to use with this. And I really think it's just a fun camera. It's so small and it really does shoot a great image if the lighting is at least decent. So I think this camera is for someone who's looking for kind of daily life documenter, or someone who's looking for a little camera to throw in their bag to make vlogging easier on those days you don't want to carry around the big camera, which I know I can relate to. So if you're interested in checking out this camera, I'll put some links down below, but I know it's really hard to get in the United States right now, so you might have to do some waiting or some digging to get it. But I hope you guys enjoyed checking out this camera with me. I want to do a lot more stuff on this channel and be more consistent about what I'm posting. So if you watched this far, please give it a like and a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I just want you guys to know that you are loved, and I hope you have an amazing day. Peace.